Hey everybody, welcome back to Europa Universalis 5. I am Andrew and you are on your channel International. Today it's July 1380. We play with Itza in the Maya region in Central America. And in this episode number 6, I am going to do what I try to do every time, trying to conquer the world. No, I'm just trying to create a consistent and coherent Itza zone of influence in Central America, especially because we have to counter Kokom, an extremely populated and rich area, probably the richest one. I played with Kokom in other gameplays and I really recognize that they are strong. Nevertheless, I'm trying to do my best here to make something also with Neupeten, and probably I might have now already a very good opportunity, but I didn't prepare this, so I'm going to think it through together with you. On one hand, we have a little bit of money that I'm not going to invest anywhere. I'm sorry about that, but I need to pile up a war chest or something like that. I'm expanding the construction of mice in my colonies, which is beautiful. I am increasing control in different regions, and I'm encouraging the migration to Sable, where I have the mice. You say maize in English or mice, as you say it in Italian? I don't know, please correct me in the comment section, because I'm not native English, as you can imagine. But what I want to say is that I would need to double up at least the dimension of this RGO, so I would really like to have 3,000 and then 4,000 people working and providing food to the capital. It's very important, it's strategic. And at the same time, I need really to keep expanding my vassal swarm. And in this particular case, I would declare war on Chol. But the problem of Chol is that is already in the area of influence of Kokom. I was talking earlier about them, right? They could take 22,000 people, arm them and throw them at us, while we would be able to defend ourselves with round about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, round about between 8,000 soldiers, using all my vassals. Obviously, this would be a suicide, but Yoko Tanob on the other side is not so strong. They have exactly 8,990 soldiers, which is very, very risky, because we have 8,000 people all separated, and at this point in time the artificial intelligence of this game is really, really bad. So I am afraid that I would never be able to coordinate my vassals and win when we have the same amount of soldiers of our enemies. But if I attack, for example, Zachila, which is much smaller, I could definitely subjugate them and then bring them in my area of influence, make it bigger, and slowly, you know, as soon as I'm big enough, I will be able then to strike. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to convert this parliament into casus belli fabrication for Zachila. I pick the region with the highest number of inhabitants. Another thing that I want to check is the possibility to do some diplo annexation or subject action. I could also start seizing territory. I have to check it here, because I will slowly get closer to Itza itself. And maybe also start some annexations when possible, but I do not have enough diplomats, okay? So now we gain a coordinato, all right. We gain a coordinato means that this is a colony. Yes, Nito now is a colony. In Nito we produce fiber crops. Not so strategic, but still important. All right. I'm playing with the 1.08 beta patch. Beta means everything can happen. We could, maybe a next patch or hotfix could break it. You never know. Currently, everything is automated and I have enough money, so I'm not complaining too much or too hard. But again, you never know. All right. Let's increase control where control is very low. Let's start from the lowest now. Nito itself, okay. And I could host a ceremony. Here the ceremony is always our little mini game. We can increase the clergy state satisfaction equilibrium. I don't tax those guys, so I can just make a pilgrimage to increase my religious influence. Let's do that. Okay. And now that I have enough diplomats, I start my war. I declare war on those guys, and the casus belli is parliament-approved claim. Hopefully, we're gonna win this war quickly, very quickly, and we are going to integrate also those regions in our kingdom. As you can see, this is Itza. They are bordering with Itza. We are not having the vassal of Mam anymore in this region. I might consider expanding aggressively this time without having really a vassal, but I need to think about this, because then there is also very high cost in the integration, probably. Wow, what a captain we have! We have a captain with 100 in Diplo. That's a lot of morale. That's a lot of morale. Here we go. We found their armies. Look at this. As I said, the vassals are just attacking without any sort of intelligence. This guy was in a strong... those guys were much less than the enemies. They just throw themselves at the enemy and get slaughtered. If those two armies merged and attacked at the same time, so it's a little bit of military tactics. It's not the Nobel Prize on intelligent moves. They would have won. No, 100%. But they don't do it, they lose battles, and now I start with a minus 24% because of an extremely stupid artificial intelligence in the game. And for a war game, this is a big problem. Big problem. This is the biggest problem that I'm seeing now in Europa Universalis 5. Regardless, beside of the balance and the problems with the markets, those are little things that the developers are fixing perfectly. They just need a little bit of time. But the artificial intelligence, that's a completely different topic, because it makes the game, from a military perspective, very silly. And that's going to be a big deal and a big issue in the long run. Because they're going to lose the player base if this is not fixed. The problem is that how do you fix artificial intelligence? I don't know, I'm not a developer. Please guys, tell me respectfully but also honestly in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Of course, I'm not ranting against Paradox here. They are doing a great job, but this is something that we must address. Okay, it seems that I don't... I think that I missed a very important chunk of my enemy territory, in particular the capital. I didn't take the capital. Look at the Vassal swarm. Meow. They are coming. They are taking everything, right? Alright, now the occupation is almost complete. %. So what I want to check is a full annexation would be accepted and would result into a coalition of several enemies. I don't see Kokom there, so I could accept it, honestly. Let's just expand Itza more and increase our population to a total of 906 individuals. So we are getting close to the 3 million of Kokom, but still not that close. And the first thing we are doing now, instead of increasing control, it's integrate provinces. Now we start the integration of those provinces that are the most, the one with the highest population. It will take a lot of time, a very long time, but it's important. It's very important. Kakichel could also be now annexed. Here we use an annexation, a classical annexation, using our Diplo power. And Neupeten is expanding their tool guild. I'm not so happy about this because I worked really on the tool guild carefully to maximize my copper RGOs, and now they're bringing it to a new level. We are producing a lot of tools, sure, but I don't know, not very happy. Talking about money, let me see what I could do. The tools guild are very profitable. Breweries and weaponsmith and potters are also profitable, but we cannot build anything here because we are lacking probably... What's the problem here? We're lacking tools. What if I just use then obsidian and gems? Why not? Lumber is growing, maize is growing, copper needs to be increased a lot, and white game needs to be increased because this is also food. So I've invested all the money I made also in the war into copper and white game, again to sustain my population, because look at this. The Zakila market now is losing a ton of food. We are really doing really bad with food. So I really don't know what to do. Let me check the market structure here. So tax base, raw material, here we go. So now we have full control of Zakila. And that's tricky because the trades here are... Yeah, they're importing a lot of stuff, but they are not importing what is necessary. So they're not importing food. They're not importing food, that's a problem. So, food import. Yeah, because that's not profitable. I leave everything fully automated. Let's see what happens then. Alright. So, I'm happy because we're expanding. And soon we will see that also our levies will be more when we will integrate everybody and so on. Okay. Let's use a little bit of prestige, which we don't have anyways. Alright, alright. So the migration in Sable. I believe that the migration in Sable is a topic that now we should slowly stop. Because we have a lot of migrants here in the region of Sable, and I don't believe that this is what I wanted to do originally. I think I wanted to encourage the migration in Neupeten. Let's do it anyways. I cannot build a scriptorium because I do not have the money, but I think I should build a scriptorium in my market because that makes money. Tokega against peasants, okay. Let's do it. Tokega is very useful because it has a copper mine. So it would be wonderful if we could settle down in Tokega. It would expand our kingdom faster. Let me see if I can steal... Ooh. Wow, Diplomats of Itza -004. This is a problem. This is a big problem because it seems that my diplomatic spending is not enough to get diplomats. I know that I have, I'm improving opinions and I'm doing a lot of stuff, especially so everywhere, and I'm also doing an annexation, but still, wow. The fact that we cannot have diplomats is very bad. Alright. With Qualcomm, the relations so far are positive and they also have kind of some trust, but till when? Until when? If they attack us with Convoy and Chol, they would crush us with 40,000 men when we can use more or less, I don't know, 8,000-9,000 men. So they're 4 times bigger, and that's a conservative scenario. Okay, Neupeten now build a scriptorium. We need also to industrialize and make Neupeten rich if we want money. So investing and in things that are producing. So it's beautiful to see how our economy is working. The marketplace is working pretty well. Now we have another big issue with copper. And if I want, okay, I have an idea. If I could recommend something for the future to Paradox, I would recommend to have buildings that could use a mixed production method, because I do not have enough copper apparently to get profit here, but I have enough stone. Why don't I make a 50-50? I should... You would tell me, okay, build another factory in another city and manually give stone to one and copper to the other. But that's a lot of micromanagement. And I know that this game is micromanagement and you guys love it, but still, I think it would increase the quality of life. That's just my idea. Maybe it's stupid, but tell me in the comment section down below what you think. Alright. And by annexing the vassals, my building maintenance increases and the diplomacy decreases. So I'm going to enter a new difficult phase where I would need to make more money. Yeah, good luck to me. Good luck to me. So, talking about luck, good luck. Yeah, let's go here. Let's have a covert action and steel map. Let's see if I'm lucky. Alaska, Red American Sea, Columbia Interior, Lake Superior, Louisiana, Northwest. I still don't understand what's the name of this region here, guys. I know that you probably live in the US and in Mexico. You're telling me you are an ignorant Italian. I would pick Louisiana that I know that is here. And I will try to steal every map until I don't find it. Or you will tell me how it's called, but sorry. I'm pretty sure that if I say point on the map where Emilia-Romagna is, then if you're living in Americas, you might have to think a little bit. And it's the region I was born. We gained 2 antagonists tonight per 10. It's okay, that's not a big deal. That's not a big deal at all. And I stop encouraging the migration in the capital because I think I can do much better increasing control also in the new regions, in the new conquered regions. Otherwise, we don't gain anything. We don't get anything at all. So we need to do something. Pity that Kokom expanded so fast. I saw that my start was solid. And it was solid. I like my start. Because I managed in 50 years almost to get... Really to expand a lot. Also with colonies and wars. But Kokom is strong. So we have now 920,000 people. And those guys have 2.2 million. But they are all the same culture, they're fully integrated, they're centralized, they have control, so they have like a scale, a multiplier of efficiency there. It's okay. We have some zealots that they want to attack us. Okay, all right, okay. Ah, tonally zealots in this region. Fine, fine. 0% maximum control here. Crazy. Crazy. I can't control anything. Wow. So the copper mines are now... yeah. We're producing 2.92 points. Demand is 0. As I said, why? I tell you why. Let's use up all the copper that we produce, and then when this is going to be not enough, we switch to stone again. This is what I wanted to check. Yes, the scriptorium in Neupetten works. We're producing books, and that's beautiful because we have kind of paper and wood, more or less. And we are expanding in Quiché, and we are getting some seized territory in Otsoya. So now we have another little region producing stone. Wow, we have stone in our market! Do you remember how much I celebrated? I almost opened a bottle of champagne when I got stone in my first gameplay. What? Oh, so many memories. Alright, so we will see probably, so next year, the annexation of Kakishel. So Itza will expand further and further. But still, when I look at my armies, I see 2,100 men. It's ridiculous compared to my neighbors. It is ridiculous. Okay, let's do one thing with the markets. Let's get rid of one trade. By the way, I need to open the trading. We get rid of a trade of jewels. We do not import food. We do not import for profit. What we're gonna do, we export for profit, and we can export tools to Mayapan, right? This should make our tool industry more profitable, and for real. So I don't know what to say. Also, this mod helps, but I don't know. Okay, let's decrease the annexation cost, decrease proximity, help with diplomatic capacity, help with morale and initiative. Yeah, I prepared my beeline now here. And we have a lot of children now. We have 11 children. You remember when I said we need a strong family? Yes, 11 children with 3 wives. We have 15 people. Can you imagine when they go for a picnic? Maybe you say that the king of Maya doesn't go for a picnic. All right, I think the picnic is going to the king of Maya. Of Itza. Maya is not yet. Maya is not yet there. Now that I have a little bit of diplomacy, I increase also the relations with some of my unloyal vassals. Fruit orchards. Yeah, these kind of buildings are also beautiful because they produce fruit and they just need lumber. And we have lumber here. So my next expansion might be another lumber facility, because Neupetem produces 8.54. I would really need more lumber. Zakira produces much more lumber. Wow. Okay, we could import it from the second market then, in case. I have a question. Am I able to mint? Yes, I am. Okay. All right, so the annexation happened. We still have some money, so we are not 100% in running into a debt. The next one is going to be this guy here, and we start the annexation right away. Unfortunately, we need to wait 1 year. Okay, but that okay. Let me check if these little ones, this little city can be annexed. Not yet. Okay. All right, then we're gonna wait 1 year. It's okay. It's not a problem. Let's increase control around my capital, probably the most important thing to do. And let's increase the books production, since that works pretty fine. But it's also using wood, so yeah, I need to be careful there. So here, look at this, income 31, potential profit 006. So the fruit orchard is just producing a little bit of food, not that much. Converting lumber into food. I think that this pottery is absolutely useless because we do not need so many pots, but... Expand gravel road network. Yes, sir. Alright, we might consider another expansion at a cost of 7 points of stability. This time Itza, with the new annexations and everything, could lead 3,000 men. And then with Chorti, PPPim, so we have another 2, another 3, and 1. Okay, so 6,100 people. Nope, that's not what we want to do. We could expand further away. This war would be spectacular, declaring war on Yokuza. Even if the culture is not our culture, they're very far away. They are very far away, and there is nothing so useful. A little bit of silver. Okay, silver could be useful, but expanding in this area would be better. Look at this. Why do we have here a little region that Kokom didn't include. Okay, this is interesting. Yeah, Kokom has locked us. So even if now we have 1.1 million inhabitants, they are more than double compared to us and 10 times stronger military. Right, I think I'm going to stop here. Thank you for watching, and next time we try to figure out how to counter Kokom. See you next time.